making t-shirts, or start cutting some things out of my vinyl cutter. Today's going to be a good day, I reckon. This happens to me every time I put this vinyl cutter in. This was an eBay special that I bought and I thought it was going to be a really good idea. I should have realised that it wasn't going to be a very good success story with this thing, because on the first day I actually bought the printer, I got it all set up, it was nice, it came with a nice blue cable, and I had the same issue. It was the communication with the printer itself. I was like, oh. So I went out, I bought myself a new cable which looks relatively nice, and I contacted the seller and they were nice. They gave me, took a picture of it, sent them a receipt, and they sent me the money for the cable, which was nice. But even then, brand new cable, and it still has the same error. That was okay, because then sometimes if you held your tongue right in the correct position, then you were able to actually make it work. Which was quite nice. I managed to make myself a few shirts, which was relatively easy. You know, you've got screen printing and you've also got vinyl, which then can be applied onto the shirt using a heat press. It's great for low volume shirts, especially when people have come up with an idea and they just want something, maybe writing and things like that. You can make up 1 or 2 shirts and you don't have to go through that whole setup of cleaning degrees and, you know, getting all the screens ready. It's just something that every t-shirt person should have in their arsenal. And having quality, great equipment that you can rely on every time someone puts in an order is what you need. And this thing is not that. It's great for starting, you know, just to dip your toe in the water when you can sort of get the thing to talk. It just drives me up the wall. And this is where the money lies. You know, when you buy something that's cheap and it sounds too good to be true, 9 times out of 10 is relatively too good to be true. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through a few things with a vinyl cutter, just so you have an idea of what a vinyl cutter is. So this is your vinyl cutter blade. This goes into the vinyl cutter, which is just in there. We've got our actual cutting blade ready. What we can do is we can put it in. Actual unit here actually applies a force. So it can measure how much force is actually applied to that vinyl. And what we can do is we can use these directional pads to adjust how fast we want it by using up and down, and then we use the force, which is left and right. The force is how much is applied down, and what we don't want to do, we don't want to cut the vinyl and then cut the backing as well. All we want to do is cut that thin vinyl, so we don't actually need that much force. Origin and then test print. Origin, leave. Just some basics with the vinyl cutter, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to order a new one. I'm actually going to spend some money and buy a quality one which comes with tech support, training, and it's a brand new model. Something that was going to be used again and again, and it's actually going to offer me a lot more than what this one is, because this only cuts where it has no recognition of where the actual image is. It can't cut around anything, and I've got something in mind and I think you're going to like it. Oh yeah. here it is, my vinyl cutter. Let's crack her open. Get into this little bad boy. And this is it. The Cameo 4. Look at that, big massive dent inside. I hope it's okay. Alright. Here we go. Miss out the old dent in the side, but we'll open her up and see what it looks like. Cool. Design store. So it actually comes with a few designs and templates that you can use for yourself. I don't know if that's a commercial basis, but we'd have to look into that. But for yourself, if you were ever going to use a vinyl cutter, these are cool little things that you can actually cut out using HTV and, you know, put them on pillowcases and things like that. There's so many options you can do. Download user guide, awesome, cool. Set up. It's actually packaged pretty well. The actual foam either side of it. Cutting blade and cutting blade holders. That's not Australian. I hope they have an adapter. The communication cable. This is what was wrong with the other. This is the communication cable. That's the shape of it. That, I don't actually know the name of that, but straight to USB. That's it there, but oh well. But that was the issue with the previous one. And then it just started breaking down, which was a pain in the behind. Power adapter. Then we got another plug that's not for Australia. Love living in Australia, not having a lot of Australian. Oh, and still not for Australia. I can't believe I'm going to have to buy an adapter. Oh no! It comes with an Australian plug. That's what they look like in Australia, by the way. Look at that. Not like the British ones that can lay flat and then the prongs are sticking up and then you... Yeah, just leave it at that. Cutting mat. I think this is 12 inch by 12 inch. Yep, so you got 12 inches by 12 inches down there if you can see it. Just a cutting mat. And here it is. That, isn't it a sexy beast? I don't want to take them off. There it is. Woohoo! I gotta say, I'm really excited, but my son is asleep and I don't want to wake him up just for a video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But my son's sleep is a little bit more important, but I can't get past how excited I am for this thing. I really am excited. I picked it up from the post office today. I was going to wait till Sunday when I had a free day, but I want to play with it. And I want you to see me playing with it.
it's got the power on, it's in the computer. But what I did is I've just noticed that my actual Facebook has gone to 98 likes. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much. It might not be huge to other people, but it's a small goal towards something that I really love doing. I love trying to teach people and show people, and those 98 people so far who have liked and supported, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've actually got a small thing up on my board up there, which is you know, I want to get to at least 100 likes on Facebook, follows on Instagram, 50 subs on my YouTube channel, and it's all about small goals. It's all about small goals, and that's just one thing showing me that I'm going in the right direction. Thank you.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the setup page, which is silhouetteamerica.com/silhouette. Tricky, it's even written here. .com/setup. And I'm going to do... Oh, here we go. I have no idea because there are no other instructions as to how to set it up, but I'm hoping sorry, current version. Here we go. Go into that, let that load, and then hopefully I can set it up, start it up, and we can go through that process of getting it ready to use. I'd like to cut out something just to show you it working, and then later on in another video I can basically show you from start to finish creating a vinyl t-shirt using HTV, which you have a PVC and polyurethane styles of HTV, which is a vinyl that when it's heated up using a heat press, then it actually activates a glue internally and it actually adheres to the cotton material. Don't hold me to just cotton. I think it has to be cotton. I don't know if it works with polyester. But in the next video, I'll let you know. So let's check it out. See this, you're going to see all the things I've downloaded. I'll have to cut that out. There we go, we'll let it do its work. I haven't turned it on yet. I'm waiting for it to have everything. Make sure you read all this. Oh, yep, oh yeah, yep, exactly, yep. Oh, termination, warranty, Oh, there you go. I'm a bit of a fast reader. About bonjour. Oh, yep, oh, yep, no issues, yep, cool. I read all those, by the way. Ooh. Here we go, it's done. Launch Silhouette Studio. Awesome. Do not check for updates here. Here we go. Other Silhouette performance, yes. Fast reader, here, disclaimer here, restrictions. Oh, you may not use copy, translate, or transfer software. Okay, good. Content review. Digital content owner does not own the rights or any files which the user uploads, with the exception of store files. Store files are converted to user's files. Library backups. America servers. What I'm really looking for is anything to say that any commercial terms, because I do want to use this. I want to be able to actually use this, operate this, and I wouldn't mind being able to show this thing off, because I'm 100% sure that this is going to offer a lot of people out there. A lot. Cool. New machine workflow, portrait camera. Get started. Here we go. So there you go. You just get into it. There's a help thing up there. Here's manual, which is online. I'll be back with you. I'll get this thing sorted.
Cameo, then we've got this here, which is the blade. So if you actually pull that down, you can actually see the blade in there. That's what's actually going to be cutting the vinyl. Then we pop our blade into the number 1. This one's for vinyl, so this is specific to vinyl and things like that. This number 2 is more for cutting felt and etching wood and glass. This one's more specific, so this actual cutter doesn't come with it. You have to buy that separately. So we've put that in, and then what we do is we push that in. So that actually holds this cutter in here. We ought to make sure that we hear that click. See the little marks there? And that looks like it's in. Pulls up easy, and it goes nice and tight. Yeah, so that's not actually going to come up. So when it's actually cutting, it's not actually going to force it up. My blade's in. Now I'm actually going to turn it on. Ooh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up a piece of my vinyl material. I've got a nice black here. So what you do is you lift this up. You can move these. Just move to the side. And you can feed that through. And that actually holds your vinyl in place. There's a little latch on the side here. Awesome, I think I got it. So here we've actually got a bar that moves up and down, and then as we've already loaded in our vinyl, what we do is we just grab it here and we try and feed it through, and there's a line just here. So you see this line? We want to line our vinyl up and bring it up till it nearly, so you can actually force it in. It doesn't go any further, and it's just touched the wheel. And then, because our vinyl is actually not the full length, what we can do is we hold this and we bring it across, and then that contacts that side. We bring it down, and then we should press, or I'll have to erase it. So hold it there, and then I'm going to want to press the arrow button. So there we go. Now my vinyl is actually loaded into the machine.
So now what I'm going to do is I basically just want to print out this little thing here. I mean, the vinyl, it's not going to go all the way to the end anyway. So what I want to do is I'm going to want to send this. I mean, I'm happy with that. That seems fine. Just as a nice basic cut. So with just the here, click where you want the writing. Let's see how it goes. Hold Alt and the wheel so you can zoom in on it just to have a look at what it looks like. These are going to be the cuts. So everything that's red, that's where it's going to cut. And the force, the cut edge, cut, material, I'm going to want to go down to vinyl. Vinyl. Look at all the things that you can cut, it's crazy. Vinyl, yeah, glossy vinyl, and auto sets. If you notice, I actually auto set that there. It set the force, it set the speed. That's fantastic, that's so good. So that's already done. Auto blade, auto tool, and I'm gonna hit send. Let me just get the camera ready and we'll see what happens.
Now that it's done cutting, what I can do is I can actually send the vinyl to the end and I can cut it cleanly. So we hold the down button and we should see it coming out the back. We've got it out the back. I've got it, I'm happy with it. There should be two clips here. You pull that one, and then there's another one up the side. Pull that and push it down, and it basically flattens out that vinyl. And then there's a vinyl cutter which comes across and actually slices that cleanly and smoothly. Oh my goodness, look at that. So now I've got my actual vinyl. You can see that it's been cut there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off. I might be able to do something with this later. It's always good to keep your vinyl just in case you can use it for something else. Put that to the side, and then what we're going to do is we're going to weed this. So that's the this process, which is getting rid of all the vinyl that we don't want. Oh my goodness, straight lines. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, but this is amazing. It's so easy to weed. If you've ever had terrible vinyl and terrible cutting, you'll appreciate this so much more. But there it is. And that is cutting out vinyl sticker material. So all I need to do is I get my transparent paper on the top of it. Here we are. I've got my transfer paper, which is just clear sticker material. Get a rough idea of what the size is. get my sticker, I peel this off its backing. There it is. And then I put it on my actual vinyl decal there. Make sure it has full contact and it's nice and clean. There we go. Let's go stick it to something. Got my Cameo. Yes, my Cameo. I'm just going to put the sticker there. So you got your decal there. What you should be able to do is peel it off, and the actual vinyl, this transfer paper is not very good, but it should come off onto the transfer paper. Just like that. So I was having an issue there, but what I did was I just got a little squeegee here, and then I pushed that transfer material down onto that vinyl. Sometimes you might have an issue of it not coming off with the material, but there you are. So now I've got my, peel it off, all the vinyl should come off with it. Now all I need to do is line it up. Make sure it's stuck. And then when I take this clear off, this clear transparent paper, that's it. And there you have an actual decal attached, and that is that vinyl stickering is very strong, very, very, very strong. Have it. We unpacked that Cameo, and it's a very sexy machine, and it cut perfectly the first time. That's the thing. I didn't have to mess around with the depth of the actual cutting blade, which is a bit of a pain in the behind, especially for different size materials. Once you start messing around with different size materials, cardstock, felt, all those different things, you sort of have to get used to the blade, and also the angle of the blade makes a difference as well. But the Cameo makes that nice and easy. All I had to do was type in what I was using, which was glossy sticker vinyl, and it chose it for me. It chose the speed for me, and it made it easy for me to cut it off nice and smooth, rather than cutting it with scissors and leaving really poor edges. See that? I probably could have done it better, but no, I don't have to. The Cameo does it for me. The Cameo does it for me. I hope you got something out of that, and I hope it made you a little bit, more comfortable about possibly starting your own sticker and decal business. You can make, if you've got friends, you're at a football club and you can make your own stickers and decals, hey, you're in business. This money making machine, it's probably about $450, that's including delivery. But they offered me, they contacted me, they let me know that it was on back order. They made sure that my address was right, and they kept me informed the whole process. You pay for what you get, and I am loving it. In the next time we actually touch this machine, I'll be making some HTV t-shirts, and I'll show you how easy that is. It's pretty easy. Again, like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in another one, you cheeky minx. Cheerio.